So move on to Aston Villa this weekend, and I suppose, you know, it's kind of the end of the Continental Cup for this season. Is that kind of a relief?
From a personal point of view, it probably is for me. Even though the games have been really good, I think it probably needs to be looked at the format because it does disrupt the league. And you know, when we've had a good performance, we then followed that with a couple of Continental Cup games, and because you're playing against a really good standard team, it can work one of both ways. You can either get a really good result, which gives you a lift, or you can get a bit of a thumping, which we have at times, and it knocks confidence. So I'll be glad to see the back of it, because I think at present we've had a couple of decent performances in the league. And realistically, we're not going to win the Continental Cup, but with the league, we'd like to finish as high as we can. So, you know, to get a bit of consistency, I'm just really looking forward to the end of the Continental Cup.
And I suppose, you know, the incentive for this game is to kind of get one above Villa, and I suppose not finish bottom of the group.
Well, you know, there is that, but. You know, if you look at the Division 2, the WSL, apart from the top two, there's not a great deal of difference in all the other teams. And if you look at Villa, I think there might be a point ahead of us. So realistically, it'd be a good push to go. We want to go there and get results, even though it is a Continental Cup. We always want to win. The girls have been playing really well. Confidence has been high. You know, the last 8 days they've had, where they played 3 games in 8 days, might be too much for them. You know, it's a big ask, especially with, you know, half them work full time as well, so it is a big ask. But they'll go into the game at Villa really refreshed, and because it is Aston Villa, they'll have a go. So, you know, I'm going there hoping we get results.
Yeah, well, I suppose the sides are of kind of roughly the same sort of standard, looking at the kind of, you know, league table and things like that. So it should be quite a close game.
Yeah, you're right. If you look at the table, there's not a great deal between us. The added incentive for us is that Villa have got 3 girls who are internationals, and they'll be away this week on international duty. So it should. I wouldn't say it would make it easier, but if you take away the international players, then you know it does weaken your side slightly. So we're going there hopefully to get a result.
We definitely don't want to finish on 0 for the Continental Cup. Obviously, we can't qualify now for the next round, but you know, there's points for pride at stake, and you know, we've got to play Aston Villa twice in the league still. So, you know, we want to put a marker down for them next time we come up against them, that you know they won't be underestimating us.
Yeah, I suppose you must look at Villa, I suppose, as kind of league rivals at the moment, given position.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, you know, our league position, obviously second from bottom, it's not ideal, but there's teams, you know, not far above us, and you know, we only need to string a couple of wins together and we, you know, climbing the table quite rapidly. So yeah, teams that are in and around us like Villa, it's obviously important to kind of stamp our authority on those as well.
What's the mood been like around the camp this last week after Sunday's game against the Oval?
Yeah, obviously we're disappointed. You know, we train hard day in, day out, and to get results and maybe performances like that isn't ideal. So, you know, people definitely take a defeat to heart, but at the same time you've got to, you know, pick yourself up and move on quickly, because if you dwell on these things, then they get you down the next time. And we've got to, you know, remember, out of the 3 games we played last week, we were really pleased with how 2 of them went, and you know, you're not going to play 100% in every single game. So yeah, we picked ourselves up and looking forward to next weekend.